Hello everyone, this is me again, Potato Cog, and this is my first time trying a tier list while using a website, and also first time that I'll not be using a script for this video. And yeah, in this video let's try to rank some games that I love, such as this Half-Life. It's been a part of my mind, heart, soul, every aspect of my life at least. So yeah, and also since I do not have a script, I am going to have a lot of cuts here in post edit. And so let's begin with the first game, Half-Life 1. This one automatically on the absolute crispy scale. If there's even a god tier which I should have put, it's definitely there, since obviously this is the game that kickstart all of the franchise that we know and fell in love with, and it is also one of the bases of modern shooter games today. Well, at least this game is based on Quake, I believe, but in the times of day, in times of modern shooter games, in my opinion, this is the one that kickstarted all. So yeah, the combat is, well, good. It has a lot of good weapons, and the story is linear but very interesting. And as you know what, just play the game. And again, well, moving on, next is the Half-Life Blue Shift, and Mr. Calhoun here, Mr. Scared of the head crab in Half-Life 2. What's the name? Lamar. Yes, Lamar. And I think this game is on the crispy rank. It's not bad or anything. The only bad here in this list belongs to this tail. So this is kind of like absolute, no, not absolute, but 50% below. Here is 75%, then above. And going back, this Half-Life Blue Shift is also a linear game. I mean, has a linear story, but still it keeps you very interested, since in the aspect of the story, it's basically just an escape the facility type of game. And also the combat system is also good, but you don't have any exotic weapons such as the ones here in Half-Life 1 or the other games, since you are only in the back end or the background people in the Black Mesa facility. And yeah, so again, this is not worst. This is not the worst game in this list. I don't think any of these games in our whole tier list is bad, but the only difference for me here is the weapons and the story. Next is Opposing Force. Opposing Force is kind of like a, what do you call it, a guilty pleasure, I suppose. Guilty pleasure in the sense of, at least in my opinion, when I finish this game, it kind of like you want to play it again, but you get bored also at the same time. Not bored in the sense of this game is worse or that thing. Well, it's just a matter of playability, I think. Don't get me wrong, the combat system here is also the same, if not greater than Half-Life 1, since it features more exotic weapons, such as the Barnacle grappling gun. Well, that's the first game that I know that has that kind of mechanic. And the story is also good. You you can see here the story, or I mean the reason how the whole facility was exploded, even though you are supposed to defuse it, but it's still restarted by our truly one good G-Man. And the story is also pretty interesting, since the role of their unit is, I mean, the role of the whole agents or soldiers in this story is to clear out or wipe out the slate of Black Mesa. That includes the personnel inside it, but it's gone to a point where all things go loose and they also can do it, so becomes also an escape plan. So I think we'll put this also in absolute crispy. Next is Half-Life Decay. I do not have a PlayStation. I can't remember I can't remember what platform is displayed, but pretty sure it's console, since this is the first 2 co-op game that I know of, and I only played the PC port, which me and my little brother played. It's fun. It is a fun game though, and well, since this is kind of a short story, it is kinda sad that with this kind of mechanic, it has only a short story. But the good thing here is, for the co-op at least, is the puzzles, since this is like a Portal 2 co-op game where you need to both figure out what to do. And yeah, that is pretty interesting. Weapons is the same as the Blue Shift. I can't really remember the weapons here, but if you have a copy of this, try out the co-op. At least we try it on LAN. It's pretty good, so crispy scale. Next is Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is no questions, no explanations needed, and no questions asked. That's already on the absolute crispy scale. Next is Half-Life Episode 1. We picked up here on, I think, the explosion part. The rubbles after you destroy the Citadel. And it is still a cool game though, but the story is just like the Blue Shift, an escape sequence, so I can really put it on the absolute crispy. And yeah, let's go in the crispy scale. And last one here, well, there's also another one here, but I'll talk it later. Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Now, this game is, I think, on the absolute crispy, because of its story. In this story of the Half-Life 2 Episode 2, this reveals that the connection between the Half-Life and the Portal universe, basically they're all in the same. And yeah, they're looking for the Borealis, I think, the massive portal that the Combine will use to who knows what, intergalactic space travel or galaxy domination. And the ending is one of the big cliffhangers of all time. I remember a video of this where I think that's a father and son or brothers, that the one that takes the footage said to the kid that there will no more episodes or games that will follow on this, and the kid just cries a lot because of that. And yeah, what the heck, Gabe. And last is the Half-Life Alyx. I can't rank it here on the tier list since I don't have a virtual reality headset, and yeah, I guess we'll hang up that one. If I play that game, then we can do an updated list of that here. And these are the games of Half-Life that are canon, at least. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, this kind of tier list, even though it is my first time without using any script, and it might be boring, but I'll do my best to put some amazing background video. And yeah, thanks for watching. Support this channel through your subscription. That will be very much thankful or appreciated, that's the word. And yeah, see ya.